Okay, gonna get started here in 1 sec. Let me just get some stuff posted. Take me a minute. There we go there. Here. So many social media apps. Goodness sakes. Okay, I think I'm ready. How's everybody today? It is very, very snowy once again here in Canada. As we all knew it would be. Because winter isn't over yet. Sorry, let me get my pencil crayons organized here. As usual, I'll try to see if I can draw for about an hour. We'll see how this goes. Never know. I'm gonna draw from my prompt book. And, you know, the usual plug at the beginning here. Secret information for folks watching. This is a new print. Excuse me, I'll have them available in my shop probably later this month or early April. I've just finished signing about 100 of them. So it's a small little print run. Witch and the Wizard enjoying a being under the spell of a good Manhattan. A little cocktail humor there. Yeah, it's going to be in my so keep an eye out. It'll be in my shop. Like again, not a total set date yet. Probably closer to the end of March, beginning of April. I'll post about it, of course. But anyway, you're the first to hear about it right here. Okay, that's enough plugging merchandise. Let's get going here, shall we? Oh, 1 second here. Just gotta check a text. Okay. Here we go. What will I find in the prompt book today? Let us see. Noah's Ark. I don't know. I'll start there. I don't even know. This is the first random idea that popped into my head. It doesn't make any sense that I can think of, but you can maybe read something into it. I don't know. Is this working? Seems like it's kind of paused. Okay, there you go. Yeah, never mind. It's all good, Okay. Figure I'll do the giraffes first because they'd be pretty much the tallest animals on the ship. accepted white man, right? That's the accepted image. Not a religious scholar. I really don't know what the general accepted opinion is of how to draw. I almost said Moses. Noah. Shows you my religious upbringing. I don't know one from the other. Kidding, I know a little bit, but not really. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Noah's Ark, eh? Okay, a little more detail. I'm trying to keep this one really nice and loose because it feels like one where I could get really bogged down into too much detail and it'll take me way too long to do. I'm trying to keep this efficient. Well, the prompt is for Karim shot there. It's just Noah's Ark, and this is my interpretation of that prompt. First thing that popped in my head. I don't pretend to know what I actually am getting at here. I just thought a two-headed animal seemed like a confusing conundrum for Noah. Two-headed seagull, no less. Okay, let's add a little bit of shading to this, shall we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know either. It did strike me as funny, right? But when you really start getting into it, I'm like, what is this even saying? I mean, is Noah confused because a creature with two heads counts? You get 2 for 1? So, I don't know. Did he miss that one? Is this two-headed seagull the first indication of actual land? I don't know. I mean, it is actual land. The seagull is standing on a rock. So that says something, right? I don't know. Kind of like the weirdness of this. And the vagueness. Oh, just the two-headed seagull being the funny idea. Yeah. Agreed. I've never drawn that before, I don't think. Can't recall ever drawing a two-headed seagull. Let's get some color to this water. It's fun to color water. I enjoy it. Or at least water when I use pencil crayons. I feel like I got my technique down for water. Coloring it, I mean. For an ocean. And really it's just about mixing a bunch of colors to give it some complexity, some depth. No pun intended. Let's see, a little bit of purple. And a little bit of green. Can I find a green? Where's the green I usually use? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I suppose since I've gone this far, I guess I better give Noah's Ark a little color. I'm gonna move that camera just a little closer. Hope people actually see what I'm doing. Okay, guess I better color some of the animals. Oh, see, this just never ends once you start. Once you get started. Okay. Let's see, where's that other pencil? There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here we're, yeah, that is. Sounds like bonkers times over there, to put it tritely, because I have no way to truly understand what you must be feeling in that environment right now. But I am happy to provide any kind of relief I can through my silly drawings. I don't know why I'm putting Moses, or I keep calling him Moses, Noah, in a little bit of an orange outfit, but just seemed like the right color. Seemed like the right color. Okay. I'm gonna find a new prompt. I'm pretty okay with that one. Okay, here is Fedora. Fedora. I don't know. Is this a fedora? I think it is. Thanks. Yeah, I think that Noah's Ark turned out all right. Feels like an opening dance number. Never saw it, but it's that musical Guys and Dolls. I don't know. Feels like it's something like that. Or maybe he's just stepping out in his fanciful way that he does. Oh, thanks. Glad to hear that, Piranha JD. Yeah, those guys at Skunk Ape are doing some nice stuff. Doing everybody a solid by remastering those old Telltale games. And it's kind of cool that they're back in circulation. Because, yeah, I did that deck a long time ago. Pre-Puzzle Agent? I can't remember now exactly. Maybe around the same time as Puzzle Agent. Yes, he does have a few moves, does he not? Pretty slick character. I still don't know if I actually drew a fedora. I've forgotten exactly my hat. Knowledge is a little spotty. I think that's a fedora. I associate it with 1940s gangsters, right? 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever. You know, first half of the 20th century gangsters. Yeah, I like this guy. Turned out all right. Maybe just a little shadow here. Keep him looking a little bit shady, literally. Okay, yeah. What next? Where to go next, I tell you. Oh wow, this will be hard to draw, but I guess a chariot? Excuse me. 1 second here. Actually, I forgot to post on one place here. I'm gonna do it, because why not? Instagram. Sorry, give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right there. I forgot to post this on Facebook, and of course I need to make sure I post on Facebook. Okay. And that's done. Okay. Yep, there we go. Done. Sorry. Alright, sorry for the little delay there, folks. I'm right back. Back at it. I swear to God, I'm back at it. Here we go. Chariot. I feel like when I'm not sure what to draw, I generally draw somebody standing stock still. And that's That's what's happening here. I mean, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to draw here, but not a great one. Not a perfect, whatever. That's the fun of doing art, right? You don't know where you're going to go sometimes. See where you end up. Ooh, wow. Where are the wheels going, a chariot? I don't even know. We're going to say we're going to have a wheel right there. Who knows what the physics are going on here? Excuse me. Give it some nice filigree, some fanciness. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. All right, now the funnest part. Let's see if we can draw a horse. Good Lord. Not horses and bicycles, man. Those are the tough ones for me. Well, there's a lot of tough stuff for me. But I shall fake it. Wow you with the inner soul of this horse and his character, so that you don't think too hard about anatomy and how completely not like an actual horse this guy is. Because it's the Grickle world, I can just draw some straight on tube legs. Oh yeah, electric cart would have negated the need for a horse, but you know, at a certain perspective, I am looking forward to drawing the horse because I do like drawing faces, and this horse allows me to draw yet one more face. Hey, he's not a bad looking horse, right? He doesn't look like he really wants to be there. Boy. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. Oh, don't sell yourself short there, Grimshot. Who knows? Maybe your crack at a horse would be more appealing than this fella. I really couldn't say. And who cares? You know what? Art, not a competition. It's an expression of our existence, I guess. Not meant to be a competition. There is no best horse award, as far as I'm concerned. There is no best horse. It's just a horse. It's my horse. It's your horse. Whatever. You know what? I don't mind this drawing. I thought that was going to be exceptionally stress-inducing to try to pull this off, and this felt rather relaxed. And chariot-like, I will say. Chariot enough. Chariot enough. That's what this is. Oh, welcome, bass hamster or bass hamster? I don't know. Glad to have you here. Okay, that's chariot. I'm gonna move on. Wow, there's a lot of full pages here. Phases of the moon. Well, well, well. Isn't that interesting? You know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to do my own interpretation of it. So you know this is the moon when he's depressed. That's one phase. Let's see another phase. The other end of the spectrum. Here's the moon. Excited. That was his excited phase. Let's see. Yeah, I guess the sun would keep the moon up, right? It's always shining on him. Unfazed. Oh, that's pretty great. I'm gonna do that one. That's just too good. That's a good pun upon a pun upon a pun. Oh wow, yeah, that's a that's an old one. You're referencing Space Wolf. Answering the eternal question that I'm sure is on everyone's mind is what happens to a werewolf in space? I mean, the moon's always there. Anyway, glad you enjoyed it. Glad it provided some fun with your siblings. All right, I'm gonna keep going here. See how many expressions could we do? I'm looking at unfazed and thinking that's more like bored, but arguably unfazed works to that, right? Shoot, I'm signing myself up for a lot of moons here. Yep, on a slow day in the Conga shop. Here's a sneaky phase. Pained. I don't know. I was thinking in extreme pain, but it doesn't really look in extreme pain. You just, well, I don't know. I could go any which way. Anyway, that's where that is. Pained. I called it pained. Oh yeah, absolutely sneaky could be suspicious or skeptical. Not sure. Is he hiding a secret or is he spotting a secret? Call that the chill phase. I mean, I guess I'm just doing emojis, aren't I? I just realized. It took me a while to figure that out. I'm doing moon emojis. There's the surprised phase. Gosh, do I have 4 more in me? Let's see. That's the sleep phase. Alright, I gotta do 3 more. Gotta fill this page out. This is actually kind of fun to do because it's really all I want to do, which I've said repeatedly before. I just like drawing faces. That's it. That's where all the fun is for me. What else? What else? Any suggestions out there? Last 3 phases of the moon. What else could I draw? Give me some suggestions. I'm running out of notions here. Anybody on the chat? I mean, I think there's a little delay here, so I should wait a minute. Famished. Famished. How would I draw famished? That's an interesting one. I don't know if that quite works, but I'm going to call that famished. Good suggestion. Excuse me. Infatuated. That's another great suggestion. Okay, I like that. Okay, don't know if I can pull it off. Is that how you spell infatuated? I'm questioning. Is it infatuated? Is there a C tucked in there? No. Infatuated. I'm just going to go with your spelling there, Karim Shot. I'm not going to do research. I'm not going to double check anything. We're just going to do that. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I went with. It seemed right, but then I started to question it. And that's what we'll end on, the dark phase. Like he's sort of turned away from us. He, she, whoever. Is the moon male or female? Does it matter? Is there a gender? There you go. Dark. I'm going to add a little shadow on dark. turned away from us. He's turned away from the light. He's gone to the dark side. George Lucas knew all along what was going on. Ooh, that's a good one to end on. Alright, well, thanks for joining us, Crimshot. Glad to have you here. That could get interesting, but you know what? Basement Hamster, I have filled the page. We're moving on. I'm quite pleased, though, with this phases of the moon. Quite pleased, I will say. Okay. Next, we go to what? Something futuristic. That is vague as heck. That's all done. Okay, something futuristic. I don't know. Don't know where this is going. Idea what I'm doing here, because the future, as we all know, could be anything. And maybe the future will be this little fellow. I think I'm sort of channeling 70s sci-fi here. Just balls out weirdness. Yeah, maybe. It's an alien that likes to rock. And he's going to have like a Doctor Strange kind of flowing robe. This almost feels like a Penn Ward kind of drawing. Trippy, man. Far out. Excuse me. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go there, and we're just gonna have some fun with color. That's what we're doing. Because this is definitely something from the future, right? I mean, look at this guy. Or gal. I don't even know, man. What's he saying? What's she saying? What is this all about? It's the future, man. It's the future, man. Kind of digging this guy. Let's see here. Yeah. Purple just seems like the right color here. That's a futuristic color if there ever was one. Prince knew. Tilt this page a little bit just to get the angle on the coloring, man. Now, I think what becomes fun here and weird is I'm just gonna get all future style on you here and put a bunch of random lines and symbols that only mean things to people from the future. Oh yeah, this is working for me. Look at this little fella. Or lady. Who knows? I sure don't. Excuse me. Okay, so there's a bit of that. And now there's going to be a bit of this. Whoa, sorry. Just broke that. I got a little too... Sorry, not the sharpener. Got a little too caught up in the moment there. Put a little too much pressure on the tip. Broke it. Okay, what else can we throw in here? I'm going to throw in some pink shading. Sorry, the angle of this page at this point in the book is a little tricky to color on. Very angled, sloping even. Gotta get the right angle on the pencil here. Yeah. Kind of digging this, dude. It's random, whatever. Indulgent probably on my part, but I feel like a little kid doing this one. This is good. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen a pencil again. Sorry. And we're gonna add yet another bizarre layer to all of this. Goodness. Almost feels, this almost makes it feel like he's microscopic or something. A microscopic future? I don't know. Well, hello, Slugbert. Thanks for joining the mayhem here, the chaos. Prompt I'm doing right now is called something futuristic. This is where my brain went. This is my future. Thanks. Glad you enjoy the work I do. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. I don't know that anyone else is, but man, this was kind of fun to draw. Kind of liked that. I had no idea where this was going to go, and it's pretty on the verge of abstract, I guess. Certainly with a prompt like that, you could go anywhere, right? Excuse me. Right on. Okay, I'm going to make his eyes red. All right. I like it. I'm not going to touch that anymore. Or am I? No. Ooh, maybe a little bit more. Well, worms are fun to draw. Can be. But yeah, I've did not expect the amount of enjoyment I've gotten out of this prompt book, and it's certainly been a wonderful, easy guide to do some live drawing with. Nice. Ski jumping worms. Very cool. Sounds very worm-like. Yeah, I agree. I didn't know that the red eyes were going to pop it like that so nicely, but I like the way that looked. Kind of connects him to the whole pattern around him too, because of the little red dots. I guess. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. But something about it kind of tied the room together. You know what I mean? Keep going here. I love it. This page is gonna pop when I look at it later in life. Be like, whoa, that's an explosion of futuristic premonitions. Yeah, something with the circles here give it a nice texture. Gosh, I don't usually play with color like this, and I'm enjoying this. I don't usually have the confidence to do this kind of thing. Pretty good about the way this is looking. No idea where this was going to go, and I'm glad we landed here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that's good. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Moving on. Da dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Sunset. A sunset. Just did a lot of color. Let's see if I blow this. Yeah. Yeah, I thought, you know, you're not wrong there, Base Hamster. I was thinking some sort of visual pun, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play this one straight. Oh, as straight as I can play it. I don't know. All right, sunset, eh? Ooh, all the color choices. Oh my goodness. Oh, sunset. That's another good visual pun. Okay, I'm just going for it here, and this may crash and burn. Ha, but it's the sun, so it's okay if it burns, right? What am I doing? Okay, let's see here. Oh, I'm gonna use a pencil sharpener coming up. All right, sorry about that. I know it's loud. Okay, oh boy. Where to go from here? Ha, I wish I had a squeaky mouse that sharpened pencils for me. That'd be handy. Although I have to say this electric pencil sharpener does a pretty good job. So maybe I don't need to employ a mouse. I don't know. I don't know if this is working. It's alright. Keep working at it. It's that transition that's tricky. And yet that's the part, if you pull it off, is probably the most beautiful part of it, right? You pull off that transition. That's better. Better. True. Well, truth be told, most of the things I draw look a little stressed. Don't know why that is. Okay. Let's just see here. let us see. What else can we do here? Need to get all of this done like that. Pencil sharpener coming up again. Pencil sharpener. Yeah, maybe he's fearing the beginning of tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, hello, Summer B76. Glad to hear you've been a fan. Good old puzzle agent has certainly brought a lot of people in my direction over the years, which is nice. Kind of enjoying everybody waving to each other on this chat. Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know if I've fully sold this idea, but feel like it's sort of sunsetty. I really need to sit down and study some good ways of pulling off decent skies, sunsets, sunrises, all that. Always making it up as I go here. Sometimes it sort of works and sometimes it doesn't really work. But I think this one kind of works. I'm gonna make this guy kind of a raven or a crow. Purple people eater, eh? Yeah, I think this turned out okay. Lovely, actually, not bad. Okay, I have just about done an hour. I'm going to do one more quick prompt and then I'm going to call it a day for today. What can be the last prompt of the day? Nope. Not that. Too involved. Let's see here. Which bed one were you talking about there? Oh, this guy? Yeah, the quilted blanket. Yeah, that was an involved one. Chandelier, something bohemian, cherry blossoms, utopia, coffin, that page is all done. It's an old one. Rainy day, dream car, candelabra, Trojan horse. Mansion. I don't have time to draw a mansion. Oh, cool. Summer B76. Yeah, I've done a few things in my time. A whole smattering of projects and places. Yes, Slugbird. I was co-director of the Box Trolls with Tony Stocky long ago. Sombrero. I worked at Leica for many years as a story artist generally, but I did direct or co-directed the Box Trolls. Sombrero. I'm doing that. Yeah, I know. A lot of hat prompts. If you're referring, Base Hamster, if you're referring to this particular book, no. This was a store-bought prompt book that honestly was originally intended for my sons, who did a little bit in it. You'll see every now and again a little drawing, but they didn't really use it, and it sat for years in my studio, unattended. And when I was trying to figure out Twitch, I thought maybe this would be the easy way to sort of get into drawing live again and make use of this book. And so that's what I did. Alright, I'm going crazy stereotypical Mexican fella here, which I apologize if this is offensive to anyone. But sombrero, you think Mexico? Do you not? But maybe he's in a sea of sombreros. Yeah, the word sombrero, that's printed in there. Pre-printed. Yeah, it is. It's meant to look like handwriting, but it is not my handwriting. Yeah, it's been a pretty good Twitch concept, I would agree, Slugbert. I mean, it's worked well for me because it just gives me a place to go right away. Because originally, if any of you had been fans of my Instagram channel, I'd been doing live drawing with Julian, but good buddy of mine that from my Leica days, both story artists there, and we would just do doodle sessions where we would take requests from the chat and try to draw them on the spot. Maybe we'll get back to that if I ever can convince Julian to get on to. He is on Twitch, but he hasn't really used it. If I can get him back in the groove of that. But in the meantime, I figured I would just draw from my prompt book. Yeah, I debated about different designs, but then I thought, well, maybe they won't look like sombreros. I don't know. As you can tell, Base Hamster, I make it up as I go. And I can change my mind in the blink of an eye. Cool. Bren Cat Lady? Bren Cat Lady? Is that how you say it? Oh, glad to have you here. No, that's good, Base Hamster. I don't mean to sound discouraging. Throw those ideas out there, man. Always. I think I wanted to emphasize this guy. This hat's really sitting funny on him, but maybe he's got a really tall forehead inside there. I don't know. Yes, it's probably full of sandwiches. Or again, to be just completely ridiculously stereotypical Mexican, on the verge of being offensive, maybe it's full of tacos. I don't know. I love tacos. My God, I love tacos. I prefer tacos over sandwiches any day of the week. Oh yeah, Razorhead Kermit, that was fun. I like Kermit anything. Drawing Kermit's fun. I mean, oh my gosh, Slugbert. I mean, you know, not all tacos are created equal. So you got to get the right taco, but boy, my feeling is if you get the right taco, you're never going back. Tacos are delicious. Oh yeah, the UK probably tougher, right? And I will say, a Slugbird, I'm in currently in Eastern Canada, Eastern Ontario, and I have found a few okay places in Ottawa because I'm near Ottawa that are for Mexican food, but not great. I got a little spoiled because I was living on the West Coast in America for a long time, and it is just hard to top that food, and I haven't quite found anything to equal it. So you can get the wrong impression, I think, on Mexican food depending where you have it. But if you get the right impression, my goodness, there's not much better in the world, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, there's a hype train happening. Summer B76. I have spoken about my career in the past. B76, or sorry, Summer B76. If you want to email me more details and if it works out timing wise or whatever, if it made sense. No worries. Okay. I am just about done here, but absolutely, yeah. Let me know. Let me know the details and timing, and we can try to figure something out. You can just email me at grickle14@gmail.com. I love ramen too. Oh my gosh. You guys are making me hungry. Okay. Never sure what to do with these hype trains happening right now. Like, do I need to do anything, guys, or is it just let it happen? But I guess since it's going on right now, I will continue for one more prompt, I guess. Cool. Monetization. Yeah, that's what keeps the internet going, doesn't it? Blah. Okay. Alright, I'll do one more prompt just to let this hype train keep rolling, I suppose. And what will I do? Kind of like the way the sombrero guy turned out. I gotta do something simple, guys. I'm running out of mojo here to draw anything complicated. Not that I draw anything complicated, but I don't know. Here's this dumb one. Personalized license plate. Here's a guy who's super proud of his personalized license plate. Oh, I think I'm gonna go something stupider and less self-serving there, Slugbert. I might even embarrass myself. But good suggestion. You might want to wait. I don't know why. This is the first thing that came to mind, and it's just dumb. Yeah, this guy is pretty proud of his license plate. Yep, see, I told you. Super dumb. But it's where my brain went. This guy's proud of it. Slipped one past the government there. Sure, I'm thinking that's the way he's viewing it. Wow, okay, I think that's the image I'm going to end on today, folks. So, I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, it's definitely a frat boy license plate, isn't it? Apologies for such stupid humor. Okay, I'm going to finish there. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out, and I'll probably see you in about a week's time again. Okay, bye.